So I posted a couple of swings on Instagram stories, and it was just positional things of like a still photo of a couple of players at about P5, which is here, and asked you to rate what you thought it looked like or what you thought their swing looked like. And most of you agreed it was half decent at that position with no other knowledge whatsoever. Things didn't look too bad. And I would tend to agree. I've definitely seen players in worse positions than that. However, what you might not have seen, if you haven't got that far on my Instagram stories yet, is that both of these shots resulted in shanks. So from what looked like a half decent position, and I agree with everyone that said they were there or thereabouts, managed to shank the golf ball. Now, I've definitely seen worse positions at that point, or any point in the swing, and players still managed to hit a good shot or hit the ball to target somehow by maybe reacting to a bad position and saving it, however that might be. So there must be more to it than just having a good technique. And the reason I'm going on about this again is because where I'm doing training sessions for players, it's very non-technical information. We'll do that in one-to-one, and yes, there needs to be a certain amount of practice and training in terms of technique and positions and movements. But a lot of the time, players haven't really got the time to develop that side of their game as much. It'd be nice to spend, hours and hours on the range, not have a job, and just work on some technical stuff, and then go and play 9 holes and work on certain different types of shots, different types of practice, that type of thing. So yes, technique's important, but as you saw, both those swings, half decent positions on the way down, both shanked the golf ball. So there must be more to it than that. And that's why we train in these sessions and in your own practice. Shouldn't be spending as much time as you probably do on technique. You need to develop just the skill of hitting the ball towards a target. Okay. Now, I'm going to sound really arrogant here and awful. But with a 7-iron here, I could probably stand almost how I wanted to. Let's stand like that. I'll hold it, I'll go, let's go baseball grip like that. I'll go strong with my left hand, weak with my right hand. And I could probably still get this roughly towards a target, maybe 150 yards away, just by knowing where the club face is. So this is not great technique, but just because I've swung the club a few times, I know where my club face is in relation to the hands, I know where my target is, I've got a rough idea of what the club might do, I could probably still get that with a bit of a hook towards the target. So that's maybe 130 yards down there. And having seen that hook too much, if I did the same type of thing again, so I'm weak and strong and weak, I could probably adjust things in my swing without practicing anything here to try and get that to the target. So that one's flown a lot straighter. And that isn't great technique because I'm standing awful. I'm not holding it technically anywhere near like we'd like to see. And yet I've hit worse shots than that, obviously. And again, I'm not trying to claim that I'm a great player, but I can stand there, hold it almost how I want, and within 2 shots, I found the target. So that's got nothing to do with technique, really. That's more around the skill of myself on that occasion, or the players that I see day to day that I'm thinking, oh, how's that working? And they then save it just with a great bit of skill. So an example might be someone that gets quite steep, and I've got a few of these, or you see a few of these, and then they go, wow, out here. And then the timing to get the club face just about right and save it can be in short patches, or maybe for a whole session, can be incredibly good. And they'll find a way and hit the target. They're making it maybe difficult for themselves without great technique. They have to be more skilled to hit the target, but you need to work on both. So that's why in training sessions or when you're on the range, don't just worry about the technique. Can you hit different shots? Can you play about with different holds if you want to do that? Can you do different setups? Can you, move the ball left to right, hit it higher, lower, whatever it might be. If you want to stand further back near an experiment, try it. See what happens. The coach or myself, we will give you something more individual to work on or play with or sort of practice on the range rather than just technique. So if you are someone that hooks it, we might say, right, can you keep starting it right, but can you keep the face open long enough to not cross the target line? Or can you swing the other way and go left to right with the ball flight? Whatever it might be, we will give you personalized things that you can practice that are not just technical based. So you will have stuff to work on with whatever the issue might be in terms of positional things in the swing. But a lot of your session, certainly almost the equal amount of your session at least, should be more skill shot making related, because that's what's going to count on the golf course. So skill is and I use Adam Young, who is really good on this when it comes to technique and skill. Technique is more like the car you would drive, and skill is the driver in there. So I really love this analogy. So if I had the same car, or if Lewis Hamilton came and drove my car, he could drive it quicker around whatever circuit. If I went in an F1 car, I don't need to have a technique that good to do what I need to do. I can just rely on my skill with average technique, average car, to get the job that I need done. And this is why most players could benefit more from spending time working on not just on technique, but on the skill as well. So try and hit different shots. Try and use a face spray. Can you find the center of the club face more often without worrying about positional stuff? And the face spray is a good one. So if you're hitting shots, and let's say you're very inside it, hitting out the toe, and you see the marks on the toe of the club, can you hit it at the heel? Just, you won't think about technique. You'll have enough skill to move the club where you want. And one I do with players a lot that might shank the ball, I'll say, right, set up and miss the ball on the inside. Hit a practice swing. So they've been shanking for whatever reason. Can you set up and swing and miss on the inside? Almost everyone can do that. And then we'll say, right, now hit it nearer the toe, hit it toe side of center. And that is non-technical information. It's just giving them a target to try and do, and relying on their skill, or even developing some more skill to improve their ball striking. So watch this clip of, we're going to have, I think it's Jason Day. I should have found this before I told you. Jason Day, and I'm pretty sure it's Dustin Johnson. They are hitting the shortest drive possible with a full swing. Okay, and now to do that, both of them top the ball. But let's watch the video, and you're going to see almost no difference between their normal swing that goes 350 yards and another swing where they top the ball and it goes 3 yards. The same technique, highly skilled golfers that have got the ability to move the strike from the center to 2 or 3 inches down and just brush the top of the golf ball. So if I went for my same swing and try and top the golf ball, I can just about do that. And that would have looked averagely all right. Technique came back, certainly good enough to hit it better than that. And I've managed to top it first time, which is quite impressive, because I've talked a lot to have to redo this video. And I'll try another shot, which again, the swing might look similar to the last one. You can rewind it and try it. And this one, I'll try and find the bottom of the golf ball. They're going to look pretty similar. It's about 1.5 inches difference, or whatever the size of the golf ball is, or how much I've missed that by or topped it by. Similar technique. Because I've got some skill to be able to do that, I can hit some very different shots. So it's worth experimenting with different shots when you train to improve not just your technical ability, but your skill level as well. Check out DJ and Jason Day having a go.
Oh, bro, that was really good.